What's up, guys? Just doing a little live stream. Didn't think I'd get one done today, but I just checking the different settings and everything. I had some computer things and some microphone things, so I just want to check it out from it. So what's up, everybody? I had a couple people ask me on Instagram if I'm doing one today. Just got back from doing some errands, and just wanted to actually do one today because I like doing these, just time constraints, so I won't be able to go for an hour most likely. But is anyone watching The Walking Dead marathon right now? They are with the Vatos as we speak on AMC, and I'm watching it. I love watching the The Walking Dead, even if I've seen these episodes 100 times. I love watching it, seeing Glenn and Shane and T-Dog and all the original guys that we've seen from the first season. It's pretty cool. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Keep going. Keep saying hello if you got any questions. Hey, everyone. Hey, Carol. What's up, Governor? Diana, Danny, Lewis, Pat, Kevin, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well on this weekend. Sunday, August 20th. Pretty cool. I didn't get the chance to broadcast this live stream that I was doing one, but hopefully we get a good turnout for it. But either way, I just want to say what's going on. Anyone having questions or anything, just post them in the live chat. Hopefully we'll get to them. Who's excited for Game of Thrones tonight or tomorrow, I guess, if you're watching it? Have you watched the spoiler stuff? If you have, please don't say anything. I don't want to talk about the spoilers because I haven't seen it. I'm staying away from the spoilers of Game of Thrones. Not a big fan of people posting them like that, like the whole episode. Not a big fan of ruining it for people who don't want to know. I have not. But Pat Ford, any new Season 8 clips? Nothing yet right now because they were on a break for filming. They'll be back most likely tomorrow. Don't know if they're going to be in Sonoya or not, but I know that they'll be back filming. I think they had a week or two vacation break, so that's a long break for them. They got to get back to it, starting back in Season 8, Episode 9. I'm excited for Season 8. How about you guys? I know myself. All right. Jeremiah, no, I don't feel like I ruin it. The Walking Dead by any means. I share if people want to know that. I don't have episodes that I place. Big difference is if someone has a whole episode, it gives you a link that is, leaked out. I don't really do that. I just talk about what's available for people who do want to know. So I don't want to talk about, saying that I ruin anything. I really don't ruin anything, so I don't know what you're talking about. So that's good way to start off the post there, Jeremiah. But do you think we will get to see the Whispers this season, Danny? I'm not sure. I think if it is, it'd be the very end of the season. Hopefully that gets around to the very end. If not, start Season 9 on there. Pretty cool. I'm excited for that to come around. I'm excited to see how they're going to do that and when they are. Hopefully the drama with AMC and the Walking Dead producers don't cause a problem going forward to Season 9. Hopefully that's not what has a problem with it. Hopefully they can go forward, stay as on AMC. But if they were to leave AMC, what would you want to do? I'm excited to see what your thoughts would be. Are you a Netflix person? Do you have cable, HBO, anything? I think the best thing would be HBO myself, but Netflix would be pretty cool because they'd be right away. All right, Min Tutorials with Alex and Steve. Hey, how we doing there? So I guess you're a Minecraft person, so I guess it's Mine Tutorials with Alex and Steve. So I don't know. What was I saying there? I gave you the shout out there too. So if you do think if they had to leave AMC, which they won't, the AMC would be really stupid to leave The Walking Dead out on the table for the free market, free agency. But where do you think they would go? I would hope they would go to Netflix or HBO myself because I have both of those. I wouldn't want to pay for another, or Amazon, I have that. I wouldn't want to pay for another service, but people who have HBO would be loving it, but that's another service that I can understand if people don't watch that. So Evan Water FX, huh? You think that would be going to another cable show? I think they would be better to be off cable, personally. I think the content would be great, but I think it would be great if they stayed and just AMC and The Walking Dead just kept doing what they're doing for many more seasons, and hopefully they do. So the news has been slow because The Walking Dead is on break hiatus right now. So I think The Walking Dead, if anyone was in the Boston area, I believe Walker Stalker Boston has been going on this weekend as we speak. Some great pictures up there to see who's around there, celebrities. Pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool if anyone has been to any of the Walker Stalker conventions. Now, if anybody is going or interested on the Walker Stalker cruise, I have an updated list of the cast that'll be on there. So Robert Kirkman, Norman Reedus, Lauren Cohan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Greg Nicotero, Alana Masterson, Tom Payne, Ross Marquand, Austin Emilio, Pollyanna McIntosh, Irony Singleton, Michael Traynor, and Tate Stanzik are on the Walker Stalker cruise next January 26th through the 30th. That is what the latest cast and I guess producers on there too. Robert Kirkman has never done a cruise on there. I've been on the previous 2 cruises. That's what's going to be on next year, January, and then they go to like Australia and Germany and all these great places. It's awesome that they're going international. Hopefully they don't lose touch with the United States too, but I can't see how many conventions these guys can actually do if they're traveling so much. It's crazy to think about it too. Like a lot of those people are going to be on the cruise, then they got to go to Australia for 2 weeks, then they got to go to another convention, and it's just crazy to see their channel or their conventions, their schedules are just crazy for that. So because they start filming back April and May every year, they start filming either end of April or early May for that. So Walker Stalker, if you've never been to a convention, I recommend it. I go to the Atlanta one. It's the best one in the United States by far, because that's the only one that Rick will do in the United States. He does the London one, and he'll probably do the international ones. But for the international ones, Rick, I can't get to those because I live in the United States, but Atlanta is the one to go to. If you have not, I recommend it for sure. So I'm going to Walker Stalker. I'm excited. I've been to Atlanta before. I just like Atlanta, Georgia myself, just to be around there, and then Sonoya as well. We're taking the tour of Atlanta movie tours again. Should be a great time. If anyone else is going, hopefully you have a good time as well. It's packed. The panels are great. That's the only one Rick goes to. So Andrew Lincoln will be there on Sunday. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for it to go. I'm going there with my dad and my wife. We'll hopefully go to the panel on Sunday, and I'm just excited for it. So if anybody's going there, let me know, and hopefully have a good time like I know I will for that. Yes, they're big money for sure. They pay the actors big money to be there, so it costs big money if you want big VIP status and everything as well. I recommend it if you can ever get a chance. I know it's expensive. I know it's time consuming, especially if you have to fly, but I'm excited to share that knowledge because I have a good time with it. And you're surrounded by Walking Dead fans and horror fans and everything, so it's pretty cool. So it's not bad. If you do general admission, you can get buy one, get one passes, or buy one day, get the weekend free passes from time to time. So I don't do the VIP there. I'm in pictorials with Alex and Steve. I do general admission because to me it's better to do general admission and then pay for more of those for, you know, pictures, photo ops, or whatever. I have a big cast photo that we did a couple years ago, and I love that picture. Even though everyone's dying off in this picture, we're getting less and less people to stay alive on there. So, but overall, Walker Stalker Boston is going on right now. They love to go there to it. So, good question, Mark. Did anyone else notice the scavengers at the end of the season were firing at Team Family's feet instead of shooting them outright? I don't know. There was so much stuff going wrong. There was a lot of stuff going craziness in that fight of season 7 finale. You know, the only thing I did notice is that Dwight was not shooting anybody or near anybody for that as well. So I don't think the scavengers will, you know, I don't know what's up with them. I don't know if they were good or bad or if they were just trying to stay away. So, yeah. But for Jadis, who's going on the cruise, that has to mean that she's going to be around for a while, right? Because the cruise will be in between the mid-season break and then the pickup of the second half of the season. If she's on the cruise, she might be around still on the show. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Jadis is going to be pretty crazy. So I don't know if that character is going to be good, bad, if she'll become alpha or not. That's what everyone's saying. So, all right, guys, getting a little crazy with the live chats. Just try to keep it fun and exciting. Ask questions. Don't curse at anybody. Please just have a little fun with this. like I said, what else is going on, guys? I know I'm here in Florida. It is super hot. In Alabama and Georgia, just being hot for it. Hopefully it cools down a little bit. I'm ready for the fall and winter season to calm everything down. I don't want to be dealing with this heat anymore. Give the AC a break, that's for sure. But I'm excited for the comic to be coming out in a couple weeks to continue that storyline. Do we have any comic readers here? I think they do a good job on the comic and the show. I like the connection of the two. If you haven't read the comics, I recommend it just so you see a different aspect of it and what they can really do from the comic storyline of the future storyline. If not, just pick up the Walking Dead compendium. I think those are a good way to do it for going forward. Just get all the comics together in once. You don't have to buy all the comics. You can read them online. You can read them all over the place. So if you're not up to date with them, it definitely fills the gap, and it's pretty cool. They don't stick to every exact storyline. They mix a couple things up, and they have show characters like Jerry and Sasha and Daryl and Tara, and it's cool. I like that they do that. So we have the comic people and the show people, and we come together. It's pretty awesome for that, for sure. I like the comic stuff, and if anything, I gotta give a little plug here if we can. Anybody reading the books, the Fight For Us series? Give you an update, guys. I'm doing the final edits of the Fight For Us third book, Refuge. I'm excited for it. I'm going to be wrapping that up hopefully next week, then get a couple more things. Then by the end of the month, it'll be out hopefully by Labor Day. If not a little bit before that, I'll post a video and on Instagram that'll be up and available for everyone to purchase. So got to do that. I'm excited for my third book, Refuge. Story is pretty awesome. It's continuing the story of everything. Hopefully you're reading them on there. You can buy them on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. We put the links in the description of most of my videos for that. So they're Fight For Us, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and they're not too bad. I mean, they're just under $15. So 2 Microbe 992. Who's your guys' favorite character? My favorite character is Michonne. I love the character. I love the idea of the character. In the comic, I like Jesus a little bit more than on the show. Hopefully he comes around with his martial arts skills and he can kick some butt, but hopefully he does that on the show a little bit more. We got to see that. I know the Morgan fight and Jesus in the trailer hopefully comes out to be more in the show. I would love to see that too, guys. But if you're interested in the books, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, online retailers. I think the stores can order them for you for that too. Dan's Reviews, what's up? There's a shout out. If you can give me a shout out on your channel, Instagram, whatever, spread the wealth. Shout out for that. So, and when did you watch The Walking Dead for the first time? I don't know. I didn't watch it the initial go around. Didn't really know about it. I watched it down the road. We downloaded a lot of them and we're watching it back to back to back, and then on Netflix, and then season 3 I think we picked it up on the show and caught up with that. So do you think Rosita will calm down in season 8? Gloomy Anthony, I think so. She's going to be with Michonne in some of that, as we saw in the trailer. So I like to see Michonne calm her down and get some victories and get her to win a little bit, because Rosita is useful. But she has been a little annoying, especially in season 7, was just like everything she's doing is getting other people killed. I didn't really like that about it. And so hopefully she does calm down, because I think the show needs kind of a soldier aspect. Even the best soldier would have been Abraham. That's for sure. If you've seen some of the previous videos that I posted, there's a great picture of when Daryl and Rick hug, and then someone photoshopped in Abraham and Glenn behind them in black and white. It's just pretty awesome. I love it. I definitely love that picture, and I put that in the video. And I love anytime you can see a callback to Glenn and Abraham, hence watching the old episodes of that. So thank you, Brittany. You're awesome too. I definitely like to watch the old. I'm watching it right now. We got the Daryl Dixon is hitting somebody with a shotgun. Carl's running to Rick. Carl. But did you know that Daryl Dixon was supposed to be a couple different things? He was supposed to die early on in the season 1 and not be a character, but also then he was supposed to be a little more dark of a character, like Merle, like I guess more like the Myrtle character of a not a good guy, we'll just say there too, you know. But then they changed that, and Norman Reedus fought to say, look, man, let's have him be the antithesis of Merle Dixon and be a good character. And I'm glad he's around because he's one of the best characters on the show. That's for sure. I like that as well. Yeah, so a little crazy with the live stream chats over here. Just be nice, guys. Just talk about it. Ask some questions. You know, we'll get to them on there. I appreciate everyone taking time on their Sunday, you know, for it as well. So, will Eugene go back to Alexandria to live, Brian? I think so. I just don't know when. I would assume in the second half of season 8 when Negan falls. Because, you know, everyone knows Negan's going to fall. He can't win. I mean, come on, Rick's the man. Rick was already getting beaten down for a whole season. They got to get their act together and their butt together, and they will. And I think Eugene comes back to Rick's side and, you know, plays nice with everybody and does something big, hopefully, to turn it around. Cody, can I get my book signed in Atlanta? If I can run into you and get on there too, I'd love to sign it, that's for sure. I wish I could sign my books for you guys. It's just an online publisher, so I don't actually publish them myself or buy them and sell them out. It's through Amazon Create Space, so I would love to. If I can, I'll bring some Sharpies and sign them up for you guys. I would love to. Hopefully you're enjoying the books. That's the big thing as well. Hopefully the story is growing on you and you enjoy the characters, because you know, the characters are dear to me because they are modeled after my friends, family, my father, myself. It's kind of modeled after what would happen. So if you like that about it, hopefully you do. And if you do pick up the books, can you do an Amazon review or Barnes & Noble review? That'll really help us out and give us a little more, you know, I guess notoriety on the website looks. So love that for it. Do you think Morales will ever return? William Lee. I don't know. We make videos of this all the time. I love seeing him on the marathon going on right now, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's done. It'll leave it open for everybody to it. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate it. And hopefully you definitely stay tuned for the third book. It'll hopefully be out in, you know, a couple weeks for it. So I love it when people enjoy the books, because I take time and I put the books first in my mind when I'm writing them. And literally it's like what I would do, or some things that would be going around in the zombie apocalypse around my neighborhood in Florida and everything. So hopefully you are enjoying them. That's pretty cool. I love it to know that when people are. Uncanny Pigeon, do you think Gabriel will die this season? No, I think Father Gabriel stays around for a while, probably, you know, into the big other war. If you know the comics, you know you can get that on the Whisperer War. Would be pretty cool. I would assume that would probably be like season 10 or something if The Walking Dead makes that far, which hopefully they do. I don't imagine why they wouldn't. But Walking Dead Freak, when I get your books, can I send them to you signed to pay for the shipping back? If you can, if you want me to, I will. No problem for that. It's just a lot for that, but I wouldn't mind signing them for you and getting them back to you. That's no problem for sure. William Lee, what is your book about? It's about the zombie apocalypse of going around where that I would be with. It's Fight for Us, the number 4. So, you know, I put that in there specifically, so I'll just show you. The Fight for Us logo and the name is because it's myself and 3 other friends. So there's 4 of us. And so we put it in like we're fighting to survive. We're fighting for our families, for everything. So the Fight for Us, 4 main characters. My name is not Brian in the book. It's Ryan in the book. I have a cousin, Ryan, and some friends. So I just changed it. I thought it would be better for that. But it's a cool, complex story that is ever evolving. And it's not just one book or 2. It's going to be a whole series of books. So I got many ideas for a whole bunch of series. Like I said, I'm wrapping up book 3 right now. But I can see myself writing, a total of 5-6 books as of right now where I stand for my ideas. So we could definitely sound down the road. I think I'm excited for the books to hopefully grow into something, and would love it to be as big as, you know, other things like The Walking Dead, of course, in that too. So Freeman Denny Jr., when is the cruise? It is January 26th through the 30th out of Port Cozumel. No, Cozumel, I'm talking about. It's out of New Orleans to Cozumel. That's where it's going. It's going to Cozumel. So I've been to Cozumel a couple times. That's in Mexico. It only goes to the one port, but it's not really the best cruise for islands and ports. It's made for Walker Stalker, Walking Dead, celebrity cruises for that. That's the main things for the cruise. So if anyone's going on there, it's a good time. I've been on the past 2. I think it was great on there. What do you expect from Simon? I expect him to be Simon, to have, good things, bad things, to be a main character of the Saviors. I like that he's like a villain that doesn't take any crap from Gregory. He's linked to Gregory ultimately, and I think I could see him dying in season 8, but hopefully he has a big part and does something. He's just got those one-liners and those facial expressions that are just like, I kind of like the guy. I don't think he's like the worst villain. At times I find him better than Negan, even though Negan's the ultimate bad guy, good guy, complex character of the show. So, William Lee, do you think Oceanside will appear in season 8? I hope so. I think he'll appear. Oceanside. I think they will appear. I don't know. I don't know who appears. It's got to be Cindy, right? I mean, it only makes the most sense for Cindy to reappear. If there's a connection with anything, it would be very cool if the new character Sadiq, that's on we highlight him in a couple of videos, if he's connected with Oceanside, where they bring it back around. I would love to see that connection for the Oceanside Sadiq new character, and I love them to come to be around. That's for sure. I want to see that connection, and I want to see Oceanside come back. I know I do, and I want to see Cindy shoot some saviors and get that, because I like that. I like to see those guys on there too. So what's up, everybody? For all the new people that have joined? Very cool on there too. I like that. Do you think Simon would turn on Negan, or is he dedicated to Negan? I think Simon is ride or die with Negan. We obviously know Dwight is not. So I think Dwight would be the one that flips on him, and Eugene helps him at some point. So hopefully that would be the big thing where they ultimately get around. Hey, Renan, how we doing? Will we see a strong scene like the death of Glenn and Abraham, according to your opinion? I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see that. I mean, that was just the big deal. Abraham and Glenn going down. Just crazy. All right. See you, Jeff. Hopefully stick around for other videos on there too. Thank you for coming by. So Abraham and Glenn, I think, will be the big, strong scene of the series. I don't know what's going to take it that way again. I just don't know if that'll ever be topped. I just don't, because they're so meaningful, especially Glenn, Maggie, the way it happened. So I don't know. Who would you rather die, Glenn or Abraham? That's terrible. That's like picking your favorite kid. That's terrible. Glenn or Abraham? I don't know. Would rather die? I guess Abe. I don't know. I mean, Glenn, from being the OG, the original Atlanta 4 or 5, whatever you calculate on there too. I like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Down the road with Cindy, might be Boots. Anyone agree? So I like the idea of Oceanside coming back. I like the idea of Jadis getting her head chopped off. I like the idea of the Saviors dying and Rick and the group surviving and stepping forward. I don't know if Negan's going to get captured or get killed. I doubt they would ever kill him off, because if you know the comics, he's such a complex character, and there's so many more storylines coming for Negan that he has got to get captured, right? I mean, the other thing is, who do you think will die, Carol or Morgan? Between the two, you could say they could die every season, but Morgan's like, I don't die. So is Morgan going to be around there for so long? I mean, he's a drastically different character than the comic, just like Carol is, which is cool, but I don't want I don't want either of them to die. I don't want any main characters to die, and I think it'll be the season of minor characters dying, so I don't think any of the people should be at risk for that. So I think that'd be pretty good. Let's see what's up. It's Dez. Hey, if anyone has any time, check out my channel. About good. Definitely can check out your channel if you want on there as well. I'll give you a shout out. If you shout out my channel, I'll give you a shout out in some videos. No problem whatsoever. I do want to help out YouTubers. I want to help out everybody I can. As long as we can grow together and grow the channels, that's good. Lois, will the walkers that Rick leads to the sanctuary be the ones from the highway in season 7? Remember him saying we may need them later on. I don't know. I mean, they blew up a lot of them. It wasn't all of them by any means, but they did blow up a lot of the walkers with the Michonne Rick driving through the walkers in the car scene, which was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool scene on there. And then they blew up. They tripped the wire, blew it up with explosives. But I think so. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of walkers going through that. And they say 801 is going to be awesome. That might be the best episode of the series, which I have high hopes for it because it's episode 100, as we all know, right? Episode 100 should be amazing, and it should be. It should be, and it should be. They should put a lot of time into it. 100 episodes is a big deal. So I'm hoping that The Walking Dead does it. I think they will for that. What's your favorite episode so far? Mine is 609. All right, guys, sorry about that. I was offline, got booted off from the servers of YouTube or my streaming software. So hopefully it comes back and everyone comes back on there too. But like I was saying, I'm excited for the season 8, episode 801. I think it's going to be the best, potentially the best episode of the series. I'm excited for it to be. My favorite episode as of right now is episode 609. Season 6 is my favorite season of it. How about you guys? What's your favorite season so far on there too? Potentially season 8 has high hopes to be the best season of The Walking Dead. And you can't improve too much because it's such a great series. But I think that hopefully it'll be a big deal, big awesome season. If it's not the best season, that's all right, but it'll be up there for sure. The storyline of All Out War is awesome for the television show. I think a great thing would be is the Whisperers too after that, which will probably be the end of season 8 into season 9, if not the very beginning of season 9. So I thought it was pretty cool. So yep, sorry guys, I'm just catching up with this. It's kind of delayed with all of that. The YouTube servers have been kind of a little slow, and then the software for the streaming. But as for YouTube, they still, I think their new process is having videos when they're, as soon as videos are posted, you have to request a manual review for someone to look at it to see that it's okay, that there is not, you know, any bad language, sexually explicit stuff, gore, violence, terror stuff, hate speech, whatever on there. And then it comes back to full monetization on there too. But it's such a tedious process, and that's their new thing for it. Hopefully the advertisers come back so the ad revenue improves for all of us on YouTube, because I want to be able to survive on YouTube and do these things. And I'm sure the other channels that you watch, whether it be, you know, Trev, Ronnie, whoever else, hopefully you're liking them and they're doing okay. I know where I stand with it, and hopefully we can continue to grow and be back to ad revenue, better sharing on there. I know a lot of the channels and myself do Patreon, a Patreon page, to have donations to that to keep us going, and not to be ungrateful by any means, because I can't do it without you guys and without YouTube. And the power of this thing and community is with you guys. It's in numbers. It's with having the ability to talk, and I don't want YouTube to be able to bring that down. I don't think, and not just myself, just for everybody, your channels, everybody's channels. So I think that should be, hopefully everybody will continue to go and grow and have channels on YouTube, because it is a great medium. It is a great way to spread a message of big things, good things on there too. So, yep, guys, tell it to the frogs. Yep. So if you're watching The Walking Dead Marathon on AMC, I know I am. We're watching it together, I guess, on there. So I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea of watching The Walking Dead all the way up until the season 8 episode 1 October 22nd. So we're pretty close. We're getting close there. Every day is a step closer to that. I'm making this video, this live stream, on August 20th, so it's about 2 months away. The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, so I should say Fear the Walking Dead, is next month, September 10th. I'm excited for that too. Who watches Fear the Walking Dead? Do you guys like it? Do you keep up with it? Did you give up on it? I like it. I've never given up on it because the summer is lacking in shows, and I think Fear the Walking Dead is one of those things that has gotten better and better and better since it's been there too. So I like it as well. You should make a Walking Dead group for YouTube. I have a channel, or I have a page, and I have a thing on Facebook for that. I got a PT channel page on Facebook. I got a Walking Dead community page on Facebook as well. So if anyone's like that, if you want to check it out and join that, we post up there all the time. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the PT channel. We post up there as well. So wherever you can get communication, or sometimes it's easier for me to message people back on Facebook or Instagram on there too. So if you have the different social medias, we can do that and keep up with it as well, because I hate not being able to interact with people. And if people post a comment on YouTube, I'm not trying to go away from you guys, or I'm not trying to answer them or trying to ignore you. I just might not have seen it because I have all these other social medias and a career. I'm PT, I'm a physical therapist, so I do that full time as well. So I'm trying to split my time all over the place with YouTube. But ultimately, I would love to be able to be a YouTuber. I won't be as big as PewDiePie or any of that crazy stuff like that. And my goals aren't that, but my goals are 100,000 subscribers. I got growing every day. We're getting people to the channel. So if you can, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, join, follow, and subscribe. That would really help us out on there. For that, if you're interested in my books, Fight For Us, on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, online retailers right now. It's they print them when people order them, so it cuts down on waste for that. You could probably find the hats online, maybe eBay or something. So yeah, I got this hat on eBay. It's my Shane hat on there. So I like Fear the Walking Dead freak. I like it for a variety of reasons. It's getting better and better. I like where it's going with the ranch and everything too. Thank you, appreciate it. Just trying to hit goals out there. You got to make goals, short-term goals, long-term goals. As a therapist, that's what we have with patients, and as a person, you got to continue to make goals to strive towards them. It helps me have a goal to achieve. I like doing those for that as well. So let's see what else we got, guys. So again, this was a good thing for me to do for everybody. I wish that I can do more live streams on there, and I plan to do them on Sundays. Today I just had a lot of errands and a lot of craziness, so I can't go for a full hour. But if you can, I answer a couple more questions, so post them now on the live chat. Trying to keep up there with that. Trying to keep that on there. I'm glad people, I guess the best thing was that it had lost connection, that we lost the people that were cursing, being all craziness. What was up that? There's no need for that too. I don't really want to do that stuff. So I like the idea of connecting with everybody on here. So I said, if you can, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all the other social medias and the Walking Dead community groups, and post stuff in there. We'll keep up with that and answer everybody's questions and just have interaction, communication. It's a community feel. I like the idea of having good community connections with the Walking Dead, a Walking Dead family for sure. People are all over the place. So pretty cool, Kevin. Love it. 10,000 subscribers. That was a long time ago, right? No, it's pretty cool. I appreciate it. So yeah, Evan Water, Game of Thrones got leaked. I have not watched it. I've stayed away from it. I just didn't like it when people were doing screenshots of things and then putting them on Facebook or all over the place. And you're like, don't just put spoilers there if people don't want to see them. I've learned through YouTube that you have to hide things and just mention spoilers before you give them, because everyone doesn't want to know them for it too, and people were just posting pictures of screenshots of this week's episode of Game of Thrones. Not everybody wants to see that. And I was like, oh man, that's going to happen. It kind of ruined it, but you knew something was going to happen. So I'm excited for this Sunday's episode. We only got 2 more episodes of Game of Thrones season 7. Then they're going to start filming the final season of Game of Thrones this October, which is supposed to be 6 episodes for it, and they should be longer episodes is what the word is saying. So I don't know if there are going to be 80, 90-minute episodes, but there's only 6 episodes for next season, which they start filming in October is what the word is. So filming for The Walking Dead should start on Monday, tomorrow, August 21st. They'll be in Georgia, they're probably there now, but I would assume they're going to start filming, I think, in Sonoya or around there. People have had the signs up and they're out and about, so trying to keep up with that. I'm going to Sonoya in October for the Walker Stalker convention. I'm excited for that. That's basically around Halloween, so if you're interested in going, that's a good convention for sure. So let's see what you guys got for questions. Thank you, Freeman. Denny Jr., Appreciate the props and the support. Did anyone watch the Infinity War leak trailer? I did, Alex. Very cool. Infinity War looks amazing. They're filming Avengers 4 now in Georgia. They're filming that Avengers movie, so that should be around for that. Did you watch Talking with Chris Hardwick? I watched some of those. I watched, depending on who the person is with Chris Hardwick. Like I watched the Bryan Cranston one because I think Bryan Cranston is a great actor since Breaking Bad and a lot of that. So I watched some of those. Chris Hardwick is pretty cool. To me, it just depends on the guest for that. So have I ever watched Z Nation? Yeah, I watched a little bit of Z Nation. Joe Egg. I think it's okay. It's a little cheesy. It's a little, it's The Walking Dead set the bar pretty high for that. But I think Z Nation is a little out there. I like the differences of it now and again, and I'll watch it from time to time, but I just haven't kept up with it. I need to do a better job with that. Favorite Walking Dead song that is included in the show? I don't know, Albin. There's a lot of good ones. I like a lot of the music in season 6, that's for sure. So Brian Platt, how many conventions have you been to? I've been to Atlanta twice. I've been to Orlando. I've been to a couple other ones. Not too many. I can't get out that far. I've been to Tampa Bay Comic-Con and a bunch of other Comic-Cons like that, local ones, smaller guys. But I'm trying to get to more conventions. Like I think I want to go to the Tennessee one in next year if they have it in Nashville, because I think that would be pretty cool just to go to Nashville, Tennessee, and also go to a Walker Stalker convention. So we'll see what that is. And I really missed the opportunity to go to the Star Wars convention in Orlando this past year. I was having some health issues, so I couldn't really go to that. But I really want to go to that when it comes back to Orlando, the Star Wars convention. I'm a Star Wars fan, that's for sure. And I'm excited for The Last Jedi in December. I think it's going to be amazing, as always. From that, what's up, Heidi's? I don't know how to say that. Hackle Garage from Florida to Germany. Yep. Germany, if you're in Germany there, Walker Stalker going to Germany. I'm not sure where, but hey, Marcos, how we doing? So have I met the cast of The Walking Dead? I've met a lot of them. I have not met Andrew Lincoln. Was at the panel and stuff that I was there, but he's really hard to get close to. I met Norman Reedus and Michael Rucker and Denai Guerrera, Tom Payne, Ross Marquand, like a bunch of people on there. Michael Cutlitz, a lot of people on there too. They're very cool. A lot of them are laid back. The only one I have not met her personally, but people have had some complaints about was Rosita Christian Serratos, that she just was kind of disinterested when people were meeting her at conventions. I don't know. Oh, I met Carol before too. Good talk. Walking Dead freak. Melissa McBride is awesome. She was very cool. I don't know. I'm just blanking on who I met. A lot of people. But I just have not met Rosita or Eugene as of right now. Or Glenn. I have not met Glenn Stephen Young. I would like to meet him at some point down the road. And there you go, guys. So, well, minus the technical difficulties, we had some technical difficulties, so bear with me for that on there too. So if you guys just want to do a quick little live stream for today's Sunday, because I want to be doing that more and more and more often, especially when The Walking Dead is in session. I will be doing them before the episodes, probably around, I would assume, 12, 1, 2 o'clock, but I will post on Instagram, on Facebook, all over the place. So in 2 months, we'll be doing live streams more regularly. I'll be probably doing them more often over the couple of weeks, months for sure, when The Walking Dead's back. I maybe do some Facebook Live stuff when I'm at the convention in Walker Stalker, Atlanta, October. So if you guys give me a follow on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook, join the communities, the PT channel page, the Walking Dead community page and group on there. Definitely stay in the know by all of that. So live in Canada, very cool, very cool. I live in Florida, so pretty far away. But, hopefully it's not too bad weather wherever you're living. It's nice and hot in Florida if you like the hot weather, and it's here in August. I can't wait for fall, that's for sure. So I'm watching the marathon, Marcos, that's for sure. There's Daryl Dixon being Daryl and Shane. Daryl and Shane, that was cool. I kind of wish Shane was still around just because he was crazy on there for it. So there you go, David. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you for watching on there too. Speaking of the comics, this will be the last thing I said. I have to redo how I do the comic stuff because I kind of got flagged for having the whole comic on videos when I talk about them, so I'll have to talk about the comics and maybe highlight some of the online stuff. So I will talk about the comics continuing for that. I just can't show you exactly the comic issue when it comes out in a couple weeks for that. But we'll have the Walking Dead comic videos and the variety of things on there. So stay tuned, guys. So if you can, like, share, subscribe, spread the word on to get that subscriber. Man, our subscriber goal is 100,000 subscribers, then continue to grow after that. Trying to get that silver play button. It'll mean the world to me if I ever achieve that goal, just because that's a cool thing to have. Not everyone gets those, and I think that'd be pretty awesome to have. So if you can, share the channel, have people subscribe, friends and family. That would be definitely, if you can, just have them subscribe on there. Appreciate it, guys, if you can. I know you guys are great. I'm not trying to put you guys down at all. Everyone that's involved, that posts comments or not, or just watches everything, I just want to say I appreciate you guys too. I'm not saying, oh, we got to move on to more people, and you guys do everything. I can't do this without you guys, and just want to say appreciate the support, the very cool things that you guys do. So I appreciate everything you guys do for the channel, the input, the ideas, and just being involved with it. The community, talking, that's what it's all about, guys. So for those who are just joining, I'm sorry, but I have to go. Enjoy my Sunday, get ready for Game of Thrones, and do some more errands. I'll be doing probably a live stream again, that's for sure. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your weekend and the Walking Dead Marathon. See you guys.